This Everton side will go places this season. Hopefully at some point in my adult life we'll be able to figure out the Anfield derby though. And Ash says nervy at times after conceding, but held on for the win and 3 points. Over to you, Arsenal. Yeah, and Arsenal with a massive game as well to come tomorrow. More on that shortly, but right now we're going to get the post-match reaction from Arne Slot after his side have won their first 5 Premier League games of the new season. The first time they've won 5 Premier League games in a row under the manager. Let's get his thoughts now with Jules Breach.
The perfect start to the season continues. What was the key to getting that win today?
The performance. We always knew how difficult it was going to be. 3 games in 7 days, 62.5 hours rest, early kickoff on Saturday, which I don't mind to have an early kickoff, but I don't like it if we play on Wednesday evening. And then you can also see how much impact this has, because if you look at it as the first half, when we were fresh, unbelievable the way we've played. And second half, okay, we have to give credits to Everton as well. They did things maybe a little bit better, but you could see we were a little bit running out of intensity, but the mentality was still outstanding the second half, because we hardly gave away anything at all after they scored the 2-1.
2 excellent goals from your side today as well. I know we're only 6 games into the season, but is Ryan Gravenberch already better than last year?
Now, if I say better, that means that there was room for improvement last year, and he was already so good last year. Now, what he added today to maybe towards last season is that he scores a goal. I'm not too sure if maybe he scored one, maybe not one last season. So both similar goals. Both times we targeted the same area, where we had players with higher pace to come into those situations. And the first one was a great finish, wasn't an easy one. And the second one, same area, and Hugo scored.
His first goal in the Merseyside derby, of course, having just joined Liverpool this summer. Is he giving you a good headache for the next game?
No, there's no headache at all, because I even think these 2 players are very happy that we have them both, because maybe for the long term they would feel like, what does this mean for my playing time? But both of them know that it's impossible. I'm not saying impossible, but it's very hard for them to play 3 times 90. Hugo's 21, 22, comes from a different league to a new intensity league, playing 3 games in 7 days. You can see the ones that are used to that, Ryan, Dominic Szoboszlai, Virgil, Ibu, Mo, they are used to that. But the new ones, for them it's harder. So, I would say we only have 2. Some other teams where we are in competition with, they have more than 1 striker as well. Huh?
Perhaps at the moment, while Alexander Isak isn't up to full fitness, the decision may be a bit more balanced. But when he is ready to play more minutes, more games, how will you decide between them both?
That's what I just meant, that Alex is far from ready to play 90, let alone 2 times a week or 3 times a week. But we are trying to bring him there as long as he stays fit, because that's the difficult balance we have to find. And it's nice to have to, this is a question, you can ask me this question about every position, and you can go to every manager in the league and asking him about that he has 2 strikers, 2 7s, 2 11s. That's why everybody loves this league, because there are so many great players. And yes, we have 2 very good number 9s as well, like many other teams in this league.
No need for a late winner today, but of course Everton did get back into the game after you were 2-0 up. Is there any concern about letting leads slip away in matches?
No, every time, the few times it happens, it's every time a different story. So the first time it was that we missed Ryan, so we got counter-attacked twice. The second time we conceded 2 set pieces against Newcastle. This week against Atletico, yeah. The goals were different. We had enough bodies behind the ball. A second one came from a throw-in also. And today, it has a lot to do with us playing 3 games in 7 days. And people will, if I say this, will also, he has such a big squad. Yes, I have. That's why we are managing to win 3. But in other leagues where I come from, this would not happen, that you have an early kickoff, or you would get much more time. You just ask the FA, can we maybe postpone it by a day because it's injury risk? But people want to see us play. That's why we play so early. So probably in the East they can see us play. And I can understand why, because we're a great team to watch.
Well done today.
Thank you.
Merseyside derby, and you come out on the winning side. How good does it feel to beat Everton?
A very good feeling. We knew it's going to be a tough game. It was. We had to fight until the last minute. But yeah, I feel proud. It was a good test for me. So yeah, to have scored my goal and the win at the end is, you can be just proud and happy for the team. And we just have to keep going.
The fans already love you here, but scoring in the derby will make them love you even more. What was the key to scoring your goal?
I mean, we made good movement. I see Ryan. I had space behind, and I just took it and the legs. But yeah, it's good.
You started today ahead of Alexander Isak, but can that competition for your place in this team make you perform even better?
I mean, it's a very, very good player. I always watch him before I came here. So for me, him being here, it's really good. I can learn and improve myself. And, it's just competition. But I know we're going to play together. We're going to make a difference. And, I hope one day we're going to share the pitch.
But nice for you to score today and give the manager a bit of a headache before the next game, I imagine. Nice for you to score today and give the manager a bit of a headache on who starts the next game.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's coach problem. Me, I just do my job. So yeah, it's really good.
Well, congratulations. Well done today.
Thank you.
Jolien watching alongside me. No need today for any last gasp winners for Liverpool, but they didn't make it easy for themselves in the second half, Peter.
No, they didn't. I think there's a credit to Everton. I thought, first half you could only see one winner, but second half they really came into it. In the wide areas they were a real danger. But I mean, he just proved it again. Yeah, I think he's been Liverpool's best player this season. There's no dressing it up. He's been an absolute class act. The way he moves through midfield, he breaks the lines with, by going past people. His touch is in and around the box. He's an absolute class act. But not only that, he works hard and he does his defensive duties as well, Jolien.
Oh, 100%. I think he has the capabilities to dictate games in possession, but also the capabilities like here, you see the close control and just to slow the tempo down, recognise what the game needs, and when he needs to, he has got the physical attributes, whether it's running in behind or strong physical presence to just dictate play, and that's a sign of a top player and someone that wants to get on the ball.
You can see
got it all.
Yeah, without that, you can see he's talking with a smile on his face, because last year he was very much, as he said, in that 6 role. Now, I think with Szoboszlai in there and McAllister as well, he's been given licence to get forward a little bit more,
Just
little bit more
tweak,
freedom.
Really.
Yeah, a tiny tweak. I mean, listen, he'll still do his defensive side of the job as well as he always has done, but he can add a little bit more going forward as well.
Is it even more impressive to come in from Bayern, where he wasn't starting games? I think he only made 4 starts for Bayern Munich, not really getting in that starting lineup, to come here and really get up to those levels that he has.
Super impressive, because we've seen other players from Germany come here and struggle, that have been starting in their team. So to come and not probably have the rhythm that other players had, he'd come in and he's a focal point now. He has to start in Liverpool's midfield, and I don't think anyone predicted he was going to be so influential when they signed him. I think they hoped he would grow into the role, but to have it so quickly and be so important to the team is huge for him.
Well, let's hear from the blue camp as well now, because we can hear from Jack Grealish. He's with Jules Breach. Jack, your first Merseyside derby as an Everton player. How did you find it out there?
It was probably what I expected. Coming here, it was hostile. It was fast start. I don't think we played well at all really in the first half. We come in at half time and had a bit of a chat between ourselves and with the manager, and I thought second half, I thought we'd bossed the game in the second half, and it's frustrating now, because you go in there and you say, if we would have played like that from the start, if we would have pressed like that from the start, it would have been a different game. But yeah, in the end, we couldn't get that last goal.
You gave it absolutely everything in the second half, as you say, and with the way Liverpool's season has gone so far with letting Leeds slip away, was there always a belief that there was something in this for you?
Yeah, no. Even myself, when I've watched them this season, they've been so good, but there have been a few times here where they've gone 2-0 up, like the other day, for example, against Atletico, and they conceded 2. So we always had that belief that we could do it. We got the one back, a great finish from Driss, and
Well, despite the result today, you've had a really good start to the season personally. Was this move to Everton exactly what you needed to resurrect your career?
100%. I think the manager has come out and says, a few times, it's not down to me, it's down to Jack, which sometimes I disagree with, because I've come here and he's been so good with me. I've absolutely loved playing for him, and I've said before, in interviews, as soon as I spoke to him, when I was on a holiday, I just knew that I wanted to come and play for him. So I thank him, for giving him my love back, and waking up on a match day and wanting to, smile and play again. So and the fans as well, they've been so good with me. But I want to come here and make a difference in games like today. Obviously, it weren't meant to be, but we've got important games coming up, so hopefully we can get back on track.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Cheers.
Of the Premier League, Alan Shearer is with us all day today. Tim Howard, Robbie Earl, Robbie Mustoe. Alan, let me ask you about that first game. Your impressions of Liverpool now compared to maybe the previous 4 games of the Premier League. It was a different kind of game.
Yeah, the first half I thought they were much of the better team. They deserved their lead. They played some bright, energetic football. But I think second half it sort of slipped into what we've seen in the first 4 games. I thought Everton were the better team. They deserved to get back into the game. And I think they'll think themselves unlucky not to get something out of the game. They created 1 or 2 chances. It was a brilliant finish from Idrissa Gueye that gave them that bit of a lifeline. They were the team that were pushing. They were the team that had...
Giving chances, aren't they, to the opposition this season. What do you think Arne Slot will try? What part of that defence will he try to fix? What exactly is wrong, Alan?
Well, at the minute, we're not seeing the same player in Kirkes, particularly left-hand side, as we saw down at Bournemouth. He was free-flowing. He had the licence to go and roam and get forward, where... To me, it seems as if he's caught in 2 minds whether he's going to go or whether he's going to stay and help protect that with Van Dijk and Canate. And I just don't think they've got the balance right at this minute. And I think one of the reasons why he left Bert on the bench and Isak on the bench is because he went back to norm. He went back to what they had last season, because he just felt in this game with the hustle and bustle and the energy that was going to be needed. I think he went back to his tried and trusted of the 3. And I think, there's plenty to work on for Liverpool, but you have to say, without playing well again, they've won the game, and that has to be a big bonus for them.
Of course, no one else has played this weekend, but they already have a 6-point lead at the top of the table, which is crazy, Robbie Earl. Plenty still, though, to work on, Alan says.
Yeah, and we talked about it before. When you integrate new players into a system, it doesn't matter how good those players are, they're still a bedding in time. You've got to get used to the rhythms, to the way they play. But there's something about Liverpool when they sort of do sit in that sort of difficult position where there's a belief in what they do. They somehow feel they're going to end up on top of the game. We could be going into October, November, still saying Liverpool aren't playing that well. Guess what? They've won games again.
You say not playing that well, but the 2 goals they scored were excellent goals, like real quality. And we've got to remember that. They look like there's a ton of goals throughout this team. Ugo Ekitike, I don't know about you, Alan, but I like everything that he does. We talked about it's him, the finish with a little touch and a low finish, and make sure he hits the target. Sadly, I think we might see him get pushed out of position a little bit.
Do you think he's going to play Isak or Ekitike, or do you think he could move Ekitike wide when Isak starts?
It's not a bad option.
It's not bad.
Having said that, at the minute, there's no way I would, if I was Ekitike, there's no way I would be thinking I deserve to be left out this side. With the form that I'm in, the goals that I'm scoring, and he can't leave him out. He has to play him. So Isak will have to be patient. He's not 100% fit yet, which he'll be working on. But they've got so many options, not only with those 2, but in wide positions as well. And if things are working, fine. If it's not, then at least he's got the players to chuck on and try and change it. Good problems to have, if you call them problems.
Tim, talk us through the story of the game. For those...
Welcome back. So Liverpool lead Everton in the Merseyside derby at half-time by 2-0. Michael, before the game, was talking about the importance of Ryan Gravenberch to the Liverpool side, mostly defensively, but you did highlight his attacking side to the game as well. And what a finish inside 10 minutes to give them the lead.
He's got everything. He's absolutely got everything. He can defend, he can attack. I think this system with McAllister and Szoboszlai in there as well gives him a little bit of more freedom to roam. He spots a little opening there. I mean, what a finish. That's not an easy finish. The ball going away from you, not easy to control, not easy to make great contact, but he gets absolutely the perfect amount of contact on it, and it's just a beautiful finish. It's the only way you can score, really, looping it into that far corner. It's great play from Liverpool, it's great play from the midfield. It is a bit of a new-look midfield, as I say, without Wirtz in there. But you see him here, and we pick up his run. That run as well from Conor Bradley just pulls out the Everton defence. gives them that gap for Gravenberch to run into, and it's a splendid finish.
It was. I mean, yes, Idrissa Gueye doesn't go with the run, and that's where Everton should have stopped it. But other than that, it's a really quality goal. I mean, wonderful weight of pass from Mo Salah, even better finish from Gravenberch. And I said that Everton needed to be solid for the first 20 minutes, get through that opening period, don't do anything sloppy. And that also comes in speed of thought and making sure you're up to tempo. And Idrissa Gueye just lost concentration there and you're a goal down at Anfield.
Yeah, Brian Gravenberch's third goal in the Premier League. 2 of them have come in the last 4 games. Now, before we see and talk about Ugo Ekitike's wonderful finish for Liverpool's second, you're disappointed in Everton the way they conceded this?
Yeah, I mean, again, just, you know, that speed of thought and sharpness to get closer. I thought Everton, certainly in the midfield, and probably Idrissa Gueye in particular, I thought would be close, tight, tackles going in, borderline, yellow cards constantly. And Everton are part of their own downfall here. I'm not quite sure where Dewsbury Hall's trying to head that, but in that moment, I think Idrissa Gueye can't jump. He can't allow himself to get past the ball, because from Everton's point of view, that then brings a knock-on effect. Because at this moment, Everton, you'd say, quite comfortable, 2 men, v2 in the midfield. But once he jumps in this moment, he now gives James Garner a decision to make. He has to leave Gravenberch, and suddenly you've got a player with his quality facing your own goal with runners to be able to get in behind, and that's where the problem comes from. But it's a brilliant finish.
Oh, great link-up play. All 3 midfield players involved. One-touch passing, it's very difficult to defend, and then the finish from Ekitike. His first touch keeps it away from the defender. But it's what I like about the touch is, of course, he takes 2 touches to score it, but it's almost one movement. He touches and hits it. He knows that he's got to